In 2010, Victor, a young boy of merely 6 years old by then, experienced an unimaginable tragedy when his beloved mother passed away. This devastating loss cast a shadow over his young life, leaving behind a bitter taste that lingered in his heart. To compound his sorrow, his father too became an absent figure in their lives, oscillating between moments of presence and prolonged periods of absence.
The name I'll give him is he's a survivor. If he can be able to survive those conditions, taking care of the siblings at his age, I think there is a leader in him.
Amidst the struggle that life thrust upon him, Victor rose to the occasion with remarkable resilience. He not only became a surrogate parent, but also took on the arduous task of providing for his sisters while endeavoring to pursue his education.
Victor is a student in Form 3. When he joined this school, we very quickly learned of the challenges he was facing, following which, and his good performance, we decided to immediately start working with him very closely.
The weight of the world on his young shoulders did not deter him from excelling academically.
Victor is a splendid boy in classwork, one of our top students in Form 3. And everybody in the school just loves Victor because he's very, very much disciplined. He's very keen with his academics.
How did Victor manage to balance his responsibilities as a caregiver for his young sisters with his own academic pursuits? And what kind of support system or resources did Victor rely on to navigate the challenges of providing for his siblings while attending school? This is his story.
My name is Victor Ogonda from Kegendro. I'm learning at Friends School Emanda Secondary in Form 3 class.
I aspire to be a teacher after graduating, and later with more financial capabilities, I'll establish my own school and call it Ogonda High School. And my students will not be paying any amount of school fees. But behind such big dreams lies a motivation behind it, and that is poverty. A complicated childhood where he struggles with school fees, food, basic needs, and even takes care of his younger siblings. He tells us more about it.
2010.
Our mother died in 2010 when I only had 6 years, and life tested bitter despite having the dad who tried his best in the first few days. But the absence of our mother was felt by anyone. They were left to look for their father for answers, but little did they know that he didn't care. He instead left them alone, yet they were so young, too young to even distinguish bad and good, let alone surviving on their own.
Got 2015.
That abandoned us when my younger sisters had 4 years and 6 years respectively. Since I was the firstborn, I was left to struggle with everything, starting from providing daily necessities and many more that we need to survive. Sometimes he returns and then goes back. He's an absentee parent. They endured a painful and difficult childhood after the father's departure and would mostly depend on the support of good Samaritans and neighbors who visited them to make sure they're doing great. But this wasn't enough because such support wasn't available daily, and this young man here had to look for answers. In order to take care of my little siblings, I had to do some casual jobs, fetch water and collect sand, and the amount of money I earned helped me in buying books, food and other basic needs. But it has not always been enough, since I only work during holidays and weekends. On a good day, I earn around 300 Kenyan shillings per day, which is equivalent to $2. Despite a difficult task and too many responsibilities on his shoulders, he still has to wake up each morning, prepare himself and head to school. For he understands well that education helps to develop critical skills like decision-making, mental agility, problem-solving, and logical thinking, and many more skills that help one to live a good life in the future. Regardless of what he goes through, he still succeeds and performs well in class.
shuleni wakupewa kitu kama maharagwe saa 7.
What helps me at school, despite my difficult life conditions, is that here at school, they give us food, and that helps me to concentrate in class. And I try focusing on lessons as much as I can when I'm in class, because when I reach home, I can't get any time to revise. I have to deal with survival problems. The whole school, starting from his classmates, teachers, and even staffs from the administration, all know what he's going through and always try helping him and appreciating his resilience.
Nelima Efi. I'm a student in Form 3, and Victor is my friend and is my classmate again. So there's some challenges that Victor's ana face zenye as students inafaa tusaidiane.
Challenges Victor has from home affect him even in class. There is when we are busy revising and you find him worried, having too much thought going on from his head, which most of the times distracts him and makes him not concentrate on classwork. Nelima would like to help Victor if she would, but unfortunately, she's also a student, still depending on her parents.
Kama ningekuwa na power, mimi ningesaidia Victor aweze kusoma, aweze kusaidia mzazi wake, aweze asaidia watoto wao wadogo, waweze kukua, Victor akuwe mtu mwenye akikuwa juu, saa akipata kazi, kuja kusaidia watoto wao wadogo ili waweze kusucceed kwa masomo yao. Pia wamfuate kusaidia familia yake juu background yao iko chini sana.
The cousin brother also had a say.
I'm Ethan Oyondi, head student of Amanda Secondary School. Victor, first of all, Victor is my cousin and is my friend. He undergoes a lot of challenges whereby sometimes I normally help him. Then in class, sometimes he normally lacks pens, such books.
All I can say is that Victor is a much disciplined child and he's bright in terms of academic performances. The problem he has is living a life without parents, and since he's the firstborn, it forces him to be a parent to his siblings, and that is more complicated than it sounds.
My home and Victor's home is not far, so sometimes I normally assist him with food.
Okay, thank you very much.
The school administration is also well aware of Victor's story, and they have been supporting ever since knowing him and his story.
Thank you so much and welcome to Friends School Amanda. I am the deputy principal. My name is Jairus Mulwa. Victor is a student in Form 3. When he joined this school, we very quickly learned of the challenges he was facing, following which and his good performance, we decided to immediately start working with him very closely. I have visited his home many times because of the challenges he goes through. Victor is a partial orphan. He lost the mother. His father is an absentee parent, will come occasionally and then disappear. Unfortunately, it's part of life. Leaving Victor to fend for himself and with his younger 2 sisters who are in primary school. Victor is a splendid boy in classwork, one of our top students in Form 3, and everybody in the school just loves Victor because he's very, very much disciplined. He's very keen with his academics. Sometimes because of the challenges he'll come to school late, but we try to understand and assist him here and there.
The fact that Victor is still a top student despite what he goes through on a daily basis is mind-blowing. But what does the school offer to him as one of the top students?
We are very close to the boy. We talk to him very regularly through our different departments. We have the guidance and counseling department, which works very closely with him. My office and the principal, we always ask our store to give him some little food stuff just to sustain him. We have also talked to his classmates to always be friendly to him in case they notice he has any problem, to come in and also inform us, which they have done very well. We've also been to the home many times. I talk to the grandfather every other day to ensure that though he's elderly, but just to ensure that he keeps tabs on the boy so that the boy does not lose focus also.
Despite his efforts not to drop out and still looking after his siblings, he needs support.
Ningependa kama mtu anaweza nilipia school fees, nisome kwa bidii na kama anaweza provide chakula, nisikuwe nasumbuka kila jioni hakuna kusoma. Natoka nyumbani saa 3, lessons zimeanza. Yaani ni change, nianze kwenda mapema shuleni ndio ni perform.
We can lend a helping hand by donating on givinglife.com. Victor's story stands as a powerful reminder that we must cherish and nurture the resilience and potential of every child. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah and this is Afrimax English. Remember to subscribe.